be a part of me because, you know, I have met on set a lot of wonderful people.
Okay.
And I
All right,
mean,
guys.
physically, because I wanted to be working out the whole time. You know, I need to be in shape because the camera gave me 10 pounds extra. The camera gives me 10 pounds extra. So
Where do you see
that's
yourself?
exactly what it means. Very well put, actually.
Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? Do you see yourself as a medical doctor or as an actress?
Medical doctor.
Oh, that was very fast. Okay. So now we have a clock on that. So we'll see.
He was like, let me see if she's gonna think about it. Maybe
we'll come back.
You know
we'll
what?
come back
Maybe
in
both.
10 years.
Let's
come
do
back in
that.
10 years. We'll come back in 10 years. We don't know, but you know, and you sure. And we'll come back in 10 years. We'll have another session in 10 years and we'll see how things turns out.
Maybe both. Maybe both. I think acting, it will always be a part of me because, you know, I have met on set a lot of wonderful people, you know, very creative human beings. And, you know, it's actually funny. We actually keep in touch, you know, even if it was just one time that we met on set. These people keep in touch and they actually text me, hey, how are you? How's it going? You know, I mean, I don't meet people like that on a daily basis. You know, I think it's amazing how actors, you know, the support that you get from the acting community, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, maybe both, honestly. I think acting will always be a part of me because, you know, it helped me a lot, you know, emotionally, physically, because I wanted to be working out the whole time. You know, I need to be in shape because the camera gave me 10 pounds extra. The camera gives me 10 pounds extra. So, you know, and also obviously financially, you know, the Verizon commercial was a great gig. I will always be grateful, you know, and I hope I get another one like that, you know, so I can cover soon when I start classes on my medical expenses, you know, medical school expenses. But I think, you know, it's very flexible because you apply to auditions and stuff, and you actually, you know, you can work that out all the time, you know, the auditions and stuff. So it's very flexible, and it's a, you know, great gigs, good income, you know. So maybe both, you know, because you know,
right.
yeah.
All right. So let me put it this way. You're in your, let's say you're in your third year in medical school, for example.
Yes.
And you have an exam going on tomorrow, and you've prepared so hard for this exam and everything, and you get this phone call, or you did maybe like an audition like a couple of months ago, and then you get a phone call. They're like, hey, you have to come for this audition tomorrow on the day of your exam, and if you don't show up for this audition, that's it. But this is a huge gig. This is a gig that could transform everything for you. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Let me just hear from you. I don't want to say nothing. Well, how are you gonna?
Why? I have a question now. Why are you so controversial?
No.
Seriously.
This is what we do. This is film.
Okay.
This is how we build character. We'll let them
Okay,
make
so I will say, hey, you know, can I come after my exam? You know, or even before, I will probably make it work. If I have to wake up at 3 a.m. and go audition, please, can you make it possible for me? Can I go 5 a.m. before the exam? You know, putting it that it start, you know, usually school doesn't start until 7, 8 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So can I go on audition maybe 5 o'clock? Can you be there for me at 5? That way I can give you 2 hours before school, you know? I get off at 3 o'clock from school. So what time is the audition? Can I come after that? I make it in 30 minutes. If anything, 10. I drive fast. So
no fast driving, please.
so
Don't go above the
where
speed
I'm
limit.
from?
Yeah, but I understand what you're saying. You will definitely make phone calls, unnecessary phone calls, try and organize, see what you could move for the next one. If it's but in this scenario, unfortunately, let's say your professor told you if you don't take the exam, that's it. And then this audition is like, if you don't do the audition, that's it. So you just you can pick only one of those two.
Honestly, I will go to the audition.
Okay.
And I mean,
all right, guys, if you're watching this, now we know what to expect in the next 10 years. Okay, now we know what to expect in the next 10 years.
I mean, I will go to if it's a great gig like that and it's something that was expected for a very long time to, the gig of my life or whatever, I will go for the gig. I'm sorry.
All right, she basically just said, I will follow my dreams. That's what I heard, honestly.
But maybe medical is also my dream, but
Yeah, but that's one thing I've learned about life, and that's what makes film interesting. We can always say we want to do this, want to do that, and life doesn't always turn out the way we want it to be, and that's even what makes it more interesting.
Yeah.
Because when you're sharing your story in the future, and you start telling people how all these things that's coming into play, how you were making this decision, how you had to let go of this, something that you're so passionate about, but you had to let go of it in order to pursue something, that's bigger. It makes your story worth listening to. It makes your story much more inspirational,
Yeah.
Do you have any final pattern words for our audience based on everything? Because we've talked about a lot of things. And final pattern words, because the show is almost coming to an end.
So, guys, if you're watching this video, don't be like Dapo. You have to like school. So,
I said it, guys. Don't be like me. Keep your head in the books.
Well, I mean, I have many thoughts, but about not trying to fit in, just be yourself. Always be kind to people because you don't know what people's going through. You may be going through a very hard time yourself, but you don't know what the next person, it may be worse, So always try to be kind and understanding. Even if somebody cuts you in traffic, everything's gonna be all right. Everybody's gonna get there on time. Everybody's gonna get there. Just, take a deep breath. Actually, 3 of them. Take 3 deep breaths. And then, cool down. It actually helps. It actually helps a lot. And, just understand that times actually have changed, and we are actually gonna continue to see more and more and more diversity around us. Me myself, I'm gonna have mixed kids when I get married. They're gonna be mixed. I'm mixed myself already. So, my kids are gonna be absolutely, totally different. So we need to understand that we are living in different times. Everybody is mixed races, mixed cultures. We have to be a little bit more accepting on the next generation and even this generation, because I'm from this generation, and I already discussed about that. But just let's understand, and even if we don't understand, let's try to research maybe.
Thanks, Joanna.
History.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate your presence. I'm sure the audience love your presence. Audience, you got the Instagram, you got our social media. Feel free to connect with her. Look her up. Look at her project. I think we'll leave a link to the Verizon commercial that you did as well in the description section.
Sure.
Check her out. She's amazing. She's a talent that you want to be glued to, because I'm very sure in the nearest future we'll be seeing you in the mainstream, and I can't wait for that to happen. And if you are watching this discussion up to this very point, I just want to thank you, audience, for giving us your time. We appreciate you. And if you're not yet subscribed, I believe you guys are so intelligent. So just hit the subscribe button. Make sure you like this video, share this video for all of your friends to see this as well. And if you are big on learning how to become good at leadership, communication, and networking, this channel is your last stop, because those are the content that we dish out on this channel. So guys, once again, thank you. And Joanna, thank you as well for coming on this session.
Thank you, Dapo. I appreciate your advice.
Everyone out there, remember to always be your best self.